This Range Rover is 75 centimeters longer and 8 centimeters higher than the original. Take a look. This is the Range Rover HSE P400 with the long wheelbase. You can already tell from the L over here, but they got the long wheelbase and made it even longer. They added this entire panel, and height-wise, you have this much more extra headroom. Now, the original costs around $100,000, but this one costs almost $300,000. So why does this car cost almost 3 times as much? The answer is inside. Take a look. This is why. I gotta admit, it's really nice back here. Really nice. Let's go over my favorite features. Okay, so here, obviously, you have this panel. You can talk to the driver, but let's say if the driver gets a little bit annoying, starts talking too much, you press this button right here. TV up. Aguanta. So now you have a 40-inch TV, you know, to enjoy, kick back, and it also doubles as a little privacy enhancer. These right here, these are speakers. 1, 2, and 3. You have more speakers over here. But what I like is I like things that move, right? So this right here, if you want, you can just press this button right there, and the speakers come down. It deactivates the TV, turns the TV off. You can always bring them back up if you want. Middle one comes up. I like that. You have this huge panel to kind of remind you what car you're in. This and the entire car has been upgraded by Prestige Motors. It takes about 8 months to convert a normal HSE into something like this, so they add everything. Remember outside we were talking about how they raised this 8 centimeters? Yeah, you have all that. What it does is you have all these extra electronics on the side, and you get a little bit more space for your head. And I got a big ass head, so I appreciate this. They've also added all of these LEDs. This under the Range Rover is also an LED, and what I like is that you can turn this on and off. So I go to the ambient light settings and I press this button like that. This turns off, and when I press it again, it elegantly unfolds like that. And you can change it to different colors, and you can even speed up the regulation of the water lamp. So you'll see that now when I press this, I mean, this thing goes super quick. You see that? Pew! Much faster. I think that's pretty cool. It's one of those little small details, not entirely necessary. I love it though. You want to put your feet back, kick back like this. Yes, it's super comfy. Press this button like that. You just press it like that. Yeah, I like these little touches, you know, just a little tiny light. It looks like you're inside of a lounge. You can just press these 2 buttons like that. You have your cup holders, some more storage space as well, and your remote, which is obviously made by Apple. You have a notebook and a pen, but you also have a cigar kit. So I can actually pull this out like that. There you go. I mean, this is something that you'd never see in a car. And you have a lighter. Now, I don't think it's a good idea to be smoking cigars inside of a car this nice. When you buy this car, you can pretty much personalize everything. And over here you have a book. Like nowadays we have our phones, right? Like I think, you know, I don't think it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but if I'm gonna do this, I'd probably just use my phone, but it does feel very elegant. Right next to it, we have this AC vent and we have AC blowing out, okay? But you can actually open this panel up and it reveals a fridge. And then here you have some plugs as well, charge your stuff. But yeah, it's interesting that the air is still blowing, even though it's closes up. And I gotta say, that's a really, really big sunroof. Really big. To be honest, when you have this closed and the TV up, it does feel like you're on a completely different vehicle from the driver. Like, you just, yeah. It's a little bit antisocial, I'd say. And what's also pretty cool, speaking of like windows, is that this is part of the added pillar. You know, when you see that from the outside that this was stretched, it's not just a piece of metal, it's actually a window as well. Gives it a nice little touch, makes it feel more open. I'm gonna put my shoes back on because I wanna show you the back. So even though you get a ton of space in the back seat, you also get a ton of space for your luggage, which isn't normal either. Look at all this space, you know? You can actually bring this back like this, And what I like is that you can just press this like that, and all this rolls out. Push it down like that. Yeah, it's good. And to make life even easier, you can just press this button, and it makes the entire rear go down. So just press that. That's a big difference too, right? That's a big difference, man. Even though this car is designed for passengers, the driver still has a good experience. You know, whoever's driving this, it's still really nice to drive these things. I mean, look at how clean the front looks. Yeah, if you're driving people around with this up, it's a lonely job, but at least you're lonely with luxury, right? It's like a luxurious, lonely experience.
Comfy.
And comfy, man. Yeah. My favorite feature about the steering wheel is how basically these just, you know, come to life when you turn it on. It's cool. Okay, it's really big, but I think you're supposed to be in the back. How about you hop in the driver's seat and I get in the back? All right, there's only 2 of us today, so JP is going to be driving. Let's see. I can't see him. JP, can you hear me? JP,
Yes.
you can hear me?
A little bit.
Okay, take me somewhere.
Somewhere special?
Take me somewhere special.
Say no more.
You know, actually, the sound insulation is pretty good. You kind of have to scream to hear the driver. 1 second. I'm gonna lower this thing, JP, so we can talk better.
All right.
TV down. I missed you, man.
Yeah, I miss you too, man.
This is much better. Actually, I can't even see you, dude. You're still pretty far away.
I know.
I can get used to this. Man, this is super big. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but maybe on camera, but the amount of space, man. Dude, you're super far away, man.
Yeah?
Super far. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm gonna get some privacy. TV up. Later, JP.
Bye. Subscribe.